Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be attempting to do another 12-hour write-a-thon. I did this once before and got around 5k words, and I decided I need to attempt to do that again because I'm doing Camp NaNoWriMo this July and I am very behind in my word count. So welcome to an attempt to get a lot of words in a short amount of time. The rules are simple. I have to write every hour for 12 hours straight from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Sliding doors, just wanna know you more. I hope you wanna be with somebody, spending all of the night moonwalking, and with the view she could see her building. Try to tell her I know I feel it. Keep me floating, I'm on my back. Slow me down when I'm
Hello you guys. Okay, this is awkward. I like that I choose spots to vlog where everyone can see me, but we're doing so good on the word count goal so far today. So my goal is 6,000 words by the end of the day, so that would be 500 each hour, and so far we've hit that, even though it's literally only been 2 hours and there's gonna be 12. But yeah, it's 8:30, so I need to stop talking soon and get into another writing sprint so that I can say that I've written this hour. But yeah, the writing's going really well. I'm loving the scenes that I'm writing right now. I kind of just finished the part where I added some new stuff into this draft for draft 2. And realistically, I want to go back and edit this new stuff that I added just to bring it up to par with the rest of draft 2, which is going to be a little bit more refined because I'm editing what I did from draft 1. But these new scenes are like from scratch, so they're not great. But right now, I just want to finish the draft, and what I'm doing is I'm marking the chapters that I just added in Scrivener with like a purple tag so that I know that I need to come back to it and edit it, so that after I'm done the draft I can come back, fix those up, and then carry on, because I don't want to get held back by editing that stuff right now, which is what I'm like itching to do. I'm like, oh my god, I need to edit this right now. So that's what's happening, and I'm really hoping that I can get to 6k today, because that means I can hit the 30k mark in this draft, which is insane. It's insane. I'm so behind on my Camp NaNoWriMo goal, which was to be at 50,000 words at the end of this month. But you know what? I will still take any wins that I can get, and hitting 30k by the end of this day would actually be so phenomenal. So yeah, I'm going to stop yapping and try to get at least 500 words for the rest of the time remaining for this hour. Also, I was on my way home from Starbucks and I decided I wanted to write in my car. I don't know about you guys, but like I love doing stuff in my car, like reading and writing. I don't know, it's like cozy or whatever. So I'm going to finish up this session writing in my car. Okay, it's 8:52 and I've written 602 words. To be fair, this chapter for draft 2 is one that didn't need a lot of work in draft 1. So a lot of it was just transferred over from draft 1. So that's how I was able to get that many words, but still great. And now I'm gonna go home. Okay, it's 9:30, which means time to get writing for this hour. Okay, the hour is up and I am now at 28,000 words. Yay! And I've written up to 2,655 words for the day. Also, this word count here is what I'm supposed to write every single day if I wanted to have 50,000 words done by the end of July. So, I mean, honestly, if I did 6k words every day for the next 4 days, I could achieve my goal. That's not gonna happen because I'm so busy, but it wouldn't be like impossible. It would just be hard. It's starting to sink in how long 12-hour write-a-thons are. Like, I just realized I'm a third of the way through this challenge because I'm 4 hours in, which is crazy. But I've been reading so much lately, you guys. If you haven't seen my last video, or I think it's, I point this way, one of these sides, I'll put in the video. I went and got some books, and I got 2 books from the library, and they're due August 3rd. So I was like, I have to read them quickly because I want to be able to finish them and then give them back on time. And I'm not known for reading fast. It's not necessarily that I'm a slow reader, but I don't devote all my free time to reading, especially because I have writing to do and I've had work and schoolwork as well. So, but lately I've been reading so much more, and I finished Get a Life Chloe Brown. My review is up on Goodreads, but I rated it a 5 stars. I rated it 5 stars, and literally I loved it so much, you guys. It was so good. And then I've also been reading and loving The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest, and I'm loving it. Literally the characters are so relatable. I cannot wait to finish that. And then I don't know when I'm gonna finish it, but I will put my Goodreads review up right after I read it, like I always do. But as of right now, I'm like 2/3 of the way in, and I love it. But yes, I've been reading a lot, which has been making me want to write a lot, because like I've said so many times before, reading is usually my biggest motivator to write, because I'm like, so many times I find myself reading and then I'm like, oh my god, I want to write, I want to open my document and write right now. I think I'm going to do writing sprints later on in the day, because I love those so much. But for right now, I do have some work to do for work, and I have some schoolwork to do, so I'm usually taking the first few minutes of the hour, like 30 minutes, 25, to do work for that, and then I'm making sure to get some writing in for the hours, what I've been doing so far. So I've had a really productive start to my day. Okay, so this is the word count tracker I made for today. It's so cute. It is in my diary because I use this notebook sometimes for other things, so try not to read too hard into the little scribblings, or else you'll read my last entry. Anyway, let's put in our word count. So far, I don't feel burnt out for writing, although I know that might come soon, which happens when I write for a long period of time. But as of right now, still going strong. I do want to make breakfast though, so I'm gonna make that real quick and then get back into writing. Also, if you guys like these blue light glasses, I do get questions on them. They are blue light. I don't actually wear glasses, but I love these ones so much. They're the Aphrodite ones. I'll put them on the screen. And the link for them is always in my description box along with a code. This isn't sponsored by them, but I do have an affiliate link with them if you want to get these discounted. Yeah, I love them. Okay, we're gonna try this smoothie together. This is the recipe that my boyfriend loves, but I made a few alterations. Like, he uses protein powder. I don't have protein powder, so I did Greek yogurt instead to get protein in it, and it's got a bunch of other things in it. I made it really thick. I like my smoothies thick, and it's a little bit more brown, I think, than when he makes it. So I think I put a little bit too much cocoa powder, but I don't remember. So let's give it a try. That's really good. I could have made it a little less thick, and it doesn't taste exactly like his, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna have this as my breakfast while I finish getting my words in for the hour. It is a work from bed kind of morning, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna sit here, and I have about 20 minutes left of this hour to get words in, so I'm gonna get right to it. Okay, does anyone else do this? Because I just noticed that I do this, but I have been writing for so long now. Like, I've written so many story beginnings and stuff like that since I was like 6. And every year that I write, I make my main character the same age that I am. So when I was 12, my main character was 12. When I was 14, my main character was 14. And I don't know if that's just something obvious that just everybody does, but I'm so curious if you guys do this too, because that's just what I do. Like, my main character right now, Ray, she's 19. I'm 20, but I started it when I was 19. So it's just a thing apparently. I'm like, I'm gonna write what I know, so I just make the main character the same age I am. Does everyone do that? Is that just an unspoken thing that everyone does? Like an obvious thing? I don't know. It's just something that I've just noticed, and I'm like, oh, I do in fact do that. Okay, someone needs to remind me to repurchase my Nespresso pods, because I literally have an espresso machine, but I haven't used it for a while because I've just haven't gotten more pods. There's no like there aren't a lot of Nespresso stores near me, so I have to get it online, but I need to do that because I haven't for a while now. I also made these cookies last night. They're peanut butter chip cookies, and they're delicious. And I'm gonna have one with my coffee. I am way too lazy to adjust everything that is chaotic with this shot right here. Like my fan being on and probably really annoying sounding. I'm so sorry, but there is a heat wave going on. This being pulled out, my markers on my thing, that being flipped that way, which has actually been like that for a couple days. Wow, Venus. But it is like 4:15 right now. I have an hour and 45 minutes left of this challenge. This last half of the challenge has gone by so fast. Like what the heck? How are we almost done this challenge? I don't know. This is where we're at right now. Also, you guys, I don't know, like it's impossible for me now to make mistakes on things. Like I was telling you guys about my reading journal and how I've already made 5 million mistakes. How do I mess this up so much? Like, I don't even know, but I did. Anyway, this is where we're at for now. We're still at the 6K words. Oh, I need to update this actually. I got quite a bit of words in the last hour. We're now at 5,000. Sorry, it's so hard to write well with the camera in my hand. 5,601. So if we get 500 each of these, we should be good and well over our goal. 300 more accurately, but that's where we're at. And I've hit 30K. It is so exciting. Like 30K. It's a great number. And I'm going to calculate this and add this up after. But basically, I'm gonna watch Lindsay's stream. I love Lindsay Puckett. I've been watching her for, I think she was one of the first authortubers I started watching, honestly. We are going to use this live stream and it should end basically around 6. I freaking love Lindsay Puckett. I've watched almost all of her writing vlogs, and this stream I think was, oh, it literally says right there, 1 day ago. So yeah, I'm going to watch this and try to end off by getting 6K words. We have to hit our goal. We have to hit it. We have to hit it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Let's start.
And I'll let them go ahead and introduce themselves. So, Jessica, you wanna start?
Sure.
Okay, writing tip. Well, not really tip. You do not have to follow this by any means, but this is what I personally think works for me, is to not copy and paste no matter how badly you want to. Like, I think I mentioned that I copy and pasted earlier, but when I said that, what I mean is like writing it, like even if I'm going to keep a passage, I will still rewrite it down, because you will probably pick up 8 times out of 10 something that you can make better when you're rewriting it, rather than just highlighting it, copying it, and then pasting it. So like right now, I have this passage and I'm like, okay, this is fine. A very rare passage to come across. I mean, I've had to change so much lately. But anyway, I came across this part and I was like, this is fine. So tempted to copy and paste it. Nope. Even though it's like so long too. No. I'm gonna rewrite it because I know I can make it better. Okay, that's all from me. Bye. Okay, we are now on chapter 12, a new chapter. We have 6 minutes left of the hour and 20 seconds left of the sprint. So I'm gonna tally up. What do we have? We have, oh my gosh, you guys, we have officially done it. 6,000 words and 32K.
That's it.
That goes by fast.
Still gonna keep going though.
Get sucked in.
The stream is done. That was such a good stream, you guys. If you want a good one where they talk about like querying and give querying advice, definitely check this one out, because they answer a lot of questions about that process. So I loved that. I have not started querying yet, and I'm still deciding if I want to start with Project Soulmates. That might be a whole other thing for a whole other video, but very good discussion on that. That was just so fun to watch. Now for the big reveal. How many words have I gotten in total for this 12-hour write-a-thon? Da 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 da, pum pum, da 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 da. Boom. 7,000 words, you guys. I got 7,000 words. I'm so happy. I'm at 32.8K in my manuscript now. And we are officially done the 12-hour write-a-thon. You guys, I did it. That was insanely fun. When I woke up this morning, I woke up at 5 o'clock just so I could get ready and stuff before heading to a cafe for 6 o'clock. I was almost gonna turn off my alarm and just not do it because I was like tired. That's how I always am when I wake up at 5. But then like my 5 a.m. writing challenge, once I was up, I was like, I'm ready for this, and I've been missing my writing, and I'm just so happy with not only how many words I've written today, but what I've written today. Like, I'm really trying not to, especially with like goals like Camp NaNoWriMo and like word count goals, to sacrifice quality for quantity and like to try to rush through words, because to me it just seems so counterproductive to try and get more words and to just be so caught up in that you're ultimately sacrificing, you know, the time you would take to really think about what you're writing. Because then in the end you're gonna have more work to do when editing comes around or the next draft comes around, and so then are you really saving time, right? So these word count goals are really great for me to push myself to write more so than faster, like spend more time of the day writing. And so I wrote 7.3k words. To be fair, I worked on a lot of chapters that didn't have a lot of work to be done. So for those of you who don't know, I was rewriting this draft. I'm on draft 2, and my process for draft 2 is to completely rewrite, but obviously to keep what I like and just make everything better. But I had a couple chapters that I added from scratch, so I went ahead and marked those as needs to be revisited on Scrivener, so that when this draft is done, like I said earlier, I can come back to it, because that's like first draft material for those ones. But yeah, we're still in the fun and games section. We're 30k words in, and my word count is increasing significantly from the first draft. So I really wonder how long the final draft is going to be. It was 50,000 for draft 1. I'm thinking it'll be around 70k this draft, which would be fantastic. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated obviously in upcoming videos, but I'm really happy with how today went. I'm gonna log these words in the Camp Nano site, even though that goal is kind of a lost cause. But regardless, I'm very happy with this 12-hour write-a-thon, and that was such a fun experiment. I highly recommend you guys to try it if you can spare 12 hours in a day. I know it's actually kind of hard. Sometimes it's like life gets so busy. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to see more videos from me. And don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so you're notified the next time I upload. And as always, I wish you guys the absolute best with your writing projects, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!